Welcome to a quick overview on Maple CMS, the headless content management system with AI superpowers. Let's begin. So I want to create a website, and to make it interesting, let's go with the example that I'm creating a website for my business, Savory Sky. And Savory Sky does food delivery via drones, blog, reviews, and more. The first thing I do is let's create the schema, that is the structure of the data. So let's create one for a blog post. So a blog post, I want to have a title, for example, an excerpt. Now here I can choose the right type. So a title is a string, an excerpt is also a string. I want the author, let's make it a string as well. The publishing date, which is date. We need a cover image. That is a file. And we also want the content, which is rich text. Of course, we can add more fields, and I can also ask the AI assistant for suggestions for other fields. I also want to manage whether it's a draft or published. So let's create a status enum with 3 potential values, which is draft, published, and archived. And let's save. Let's go back to the blog post and add a field of type status. And that's it. Now let's we have created the structure for our data. Let's create our actual content. So the title is going to be 5 delicious things to Savory Sky. Let me fill in all of the other things. Yes, I filled most of the things. Let's also choose a status. Let it be a draft for now. And of course, I can also use images. Like this risotto dish. Okay, so we created the structure for our content and actual content. Of course, I can add multiple blog posts. Now I want to get to creating our website. Here we have a gallery with all the images, and here in the API, we can quickly just fetch all of the blog posts and their content and use it to create a great Next.js website. Now, with every step of the way, I can also use the assistant. So I can ask the assistant for tips on how to create better schemas. I can also have it create the content for me, because if I have all of my 20, 40 blog posts in there, it has all of that knowledge and can help me in creating new blog posts. So let's give it a try. So this is what's cool. I just asked to suggest more ideas for a blog post, but it gave me these great ideas about Savory Sky, because it understands the brand because of that first blog post. So now it can help me in generating new content. It can actually help me create the full blog posts if I want. But let's do something even cooler than that. And so I'm asking it to generate and guide me step by step to create a website with Tailwind, TypeScript, React, Next.js app with static pages for the blog post, and an index that features all the blog posts. Please guide me step by step, including how to fetch the data from Maple CMS. Now, I don't need to read any sort of documentation. I don't need to do anything. Let's just follow the instructions. Okay, so now it's giving me the full instructions, how to create the project, how to set it up, how to make sure Tailwind is there, how to do the fetch, what's the query that I'm going to need, how to create the static props. I just follow it, and I have a full Next.js app with the content here. Pretty amazing, but it gets even better than that. Here are some other features. I can also add other team members to collaborate with me, and also add support for other languages. So let's say I want the blog post other content to be also available in French. So in Spain. Now what I'm going to be able to do is go back to the schema and mark title as localized and mark the content as localized. So let's get back to the content now. So now these fields, they can be localized. So I can also use the AI assistance here, and it's going to translate it for me. And that's it. Save. I can also do this with the entire blog post. Okay, so you can see what's cool is that it preserved all the styling and even the image, but it translated all of the content pretty nicely to both Spanish and French. Let's save. Now, last but not least, I can fetch this data using this syntax. I can also do an order by if I want to, for example, order all the posts according to published date, and I can also use filters. And if you ever need any information about what the product can do and how to do it, you can just ask the assistant because it has all of the information you need. So you don't need to read any lengthy documentations. You just ask the assistant, and it's already tied to all of the data that you have on your project. So that's it. More features are coming soon.